it's Nørgaard. So today I'm doing this makeup look, and this is a classic fall makeup. When I think of classic fall makeup, I definitely, most importantly, think of some kind of dark reddish lip. And I just teamed it up with a quite simple, a little bit smoky eye. It's quite simple, it's nothing too crazy. And then some body highlighter, lots of that highlights. Anyways, I'm just blah, 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 blah. This is all drugstore. I'm using only drugstore or affordable makeup products. Whenever I do kind of drugstore videos, they're often a mixture between drugstore and affordable makeup. I know there is a difference, but to me, since I live in Denmark and we do not have drugstores, and you know, a lot of other places it's the same, especially here in Europe. So for me, I kind of mix the terms drugstore and affordable, because so many of the things that I get that are drugstore, I get them online because I can't actually go to my counter and get them, you know. It's just to make it easier for me to just kind of pile all the inexpensive makeup into the same category of drugstore slash affordable makeup. So yeah, that is that. I really like the look. It's really super easy to do and makes your teeth look nice and white. So anyways, if you like the look, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and watch in high definition. And without further ado, here comes the tutorial. Okay, so I was just sitting here getting ready to film my video, and I thought I would put on a little bit of body oil with some shimmer in it. I used to do that a lot like last winter, I believe. So I went and got my oil and I started shaking it up, and then all of a sudden it just explodes up here at the top, and there is gold oil everywhere on my light over here, on my floor, on my carpet, on my dress, on my table, on my makeup. It is everywhere, and it like exploded in the weirdest way. You can see up there in the corner a missing piece just flew right out. Yeah, I have no idea how that happened. I guess I must have dropped it beforehand, and then this part has gotten really weak, and then when I went to shake it up, that part just went flying. So yeah, that's so funny to me. And I mean, it's annoying to have to clean up, but I mean, I was just so surprised that this could even happen. I was like, how? So anyways, let's do makeup. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer, and I'm going to use that all over. And for my entire face, I use a pump and a half. So I'm going back to an old faithful favorite of mine for a foundation, and that is the Stay Matte foundation by Rimmel in the color Ivory. And I am going to have to cut it open, and I'm going to scoop out the foundation with Q-tips because I don't want to get my fingers and my nails dirty. And I'm going to blend it out with a damp beauty blender. And while I'm doing this, I wanted to talk about something that I have gotten a lot of questions about lately, and that is about my whole giveaway and who won and just things concerning the giveaway. I think I applied a little bit too much over here. Whoopsie. So anyways, 3 winners have been found for my declutter makeup giveaway. I got in contact with the last winner last night, I believe, or this morning, I don't remember. But yeah, everything is under control. I divided the prices into, you know, I divided the items into the 3 different prices for the 3 different people, and I'm going to ship it out this coming week. Today it's Sunday, I don't know when you will see this. So the way I announce my winners is that I respond to their comments. So if you enter my giveaway, please make sure to check your notifications. I did also go ahead and heart the winning comments on my giveaway video. And at least for me, that means that they get to the top of the whole comment section. So yeah, I think it will be that for you guys as well. So I'm going to use the Hard Candy Glamoflauge concealer in the color Ultra Light. So anyways, back to the giveaway talk. I will have a new giveaway up really soon. I'm not sure when, but in the start of December. And it's of course going to be a giveaway celebrating Christmas. And just like with all my other giveaways, it's not going to be something super huge. But I like to do my My computer is so noisy. Anyways, I like to do smaller giveaways because in that way more people can win. If I were to do like a big, really extravagant giveaway, I would only be able to do it like once, maybe twice a year. But because I do smaller, more inexpensive giveaways, I'm able to do them every month or every 2 months. And that is my favorite way to do it because in that way more people can win. That's important to me. I get a lot of messages from people who are really excited because they have never won anything before. And yeah, I just really identify with that because I never freaking win anything. So let me blend this out before it sets. I love the combination of the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation and this concealer because they are both more heavy and thick, which I really like that. I know that turns some people off, but that also means that it's going to really pack a punch when it comes to coverage, and I really value that. So I'm going to use my AirSpun Translucent Extra Coverage Loose Powder. So yeah, the final thing I'm going to say on the whole giveaway situation, in this video at least, is that yeah, every giveaway winner has been selected and they have all responded to me. So I'm just going to ship their prizes out this coming week. And I will have the Christmas giveaway coming really soon, and I think in that video I'm going to go a bit more into detail with rules and how my giveaways work, because I do see some people being confused, and you guys know I try to keep my giveaways super simple to avoid confusion. So I'm definitely going to be more descriptive in my next giveaway. I said that weird. So after I'm done setting the under eyes, I'm going to set the rest of my face, and I'm doing my base makeup first because I want a slightly more blown out eye makeup look today. I don't want that harsh line that I have been going for lately, and I'm also not going to do any liquid liner. So yeah, I just want it all to be more soft, so that's why I'm doing my base first. And while I'm powdering my face to the extreme, I can tell you guys why, or kind of the inspiration behind today's tutorial. So I was at this drugstore and I was looking at the makeup that they had there, and you know, I was just looking around, minding my own business, and then this couple walks by, so a man and a woman, and then I'm just minding my own business and they are talking and whatever, so I'm not really listening, but then I hear that she says something about the makeup. I think she actually responded to something that her boyfriend, at least I guess it's her boyfriend, that he said. So I don't remember exactly word for word what she said, but I remember she was like, oh my god, I would never wear any of this makeup. And you know, I was just standing there looking at the makeup, being like, okay. And then they walk past me and all the makeup, and she says in a very sarcastic voice that she's sure that it's great quality, but it will probably fall off after an hour. And that was exactly what she said, that it would probably fall off after an hour. And I'm just like, huh? Like, makeup doesn't fall off. So yeah, she was just being a makeup snob, basically. And sometimes I just live in my own little world because I was so, like, almost shocked that she had that kind of attitude. And I mean, it's one thing to think in that way, but it's another thing to walk around saying it. Like, I was there and some other girls were there looking at the makeup, and I don't know, I just thought that was annoying. And also from the way that she spoke about the makeup, it was clear she had never tried any of it, and that just made me even more like what, I don't know what to say, like even more, it just made the comments even more strange, because how can you knock this cheap makeup if you have never even tried it? I just forget that there are people out there who act like that. I think it's one thing to only wear high-end makeup and, you know, to be all about that, but I think it's another thing to then look down on people who do not wear high-end makeup who cannot afford it. That's just so rude to me. Anyways, I think I'm done powdering. I've been sitting here for like 500 years. So I'm going to use the Essence Luminous Matte Bronzing Powder in the color Sunshine. So I'm going to use this to bronze up my face. I'm going to use a different bronzer to contour. But yeah, that was the whole inspiration for today's look. I wanted to do something all drugstore because I just wanted to, you know, stand up for my drugstore products and all the people that use and love drugstore makeup. And also what was kind of like shocking to me was that this was a full-grown woman. It would be something I would expect from a teenager, a really wealthy teenager, but not from like a full-grown adult. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild MegaGlo contouring palette in the color Dulce de Leche, and I'm going to use this to contour. So I'm starting out with my nose, and this is a lot darker and more cool toned than the bronzer I just used. And I'm also going to use my NARS e.l.f. brush to contour my cheekbones, and I'm going to blend that in a second. And the same with the jawline. So then I go ahead and blend it out. And I'm going to use my powder brush to blend out the nose. So I'm going to use my Iris Floral Blush Duo by BH Cosmetics. And I'm going to use the side over here. So I'm going to apply that on the apples of my cheeks. And finally for highlight, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow in the color Enchanted. And there my computer goes, being super noisy. It's so annoying. So I don't know why my computer has gotten so noisy lately. It has gotten really bad the last week or so. I think it might be my computer, you know, slowly dying. I've had my computer for 6 or 7 years. I'm not really ready to pay out for a new one. So I hope that might be something I can do to fix it. But I mean, it sounds like it's dying. Anyways, I'm going to use this eyeshadow to highlight. I've heard that this should be a dupe for Champagne Pop. I don't know, I have never looked at Champagne Pop in real life. I've only seen images online, so I don't know, but I'm going to try and use this as highlight today. So I'm applying it at the very tops of my cheekbones. How does it look? Is it popping? It's very gold. And then the other cheekbone, gotta match it up, of course. So I'm also going to hit up the tip of my nose as well as right down the nose. I think I have used this eyeshadow as highlight before, but it's been so long I honestly don't remember. And then at the cupid's bow, and I'm going to do a little bit on the chin. And of course we're going to need to blend that in. I'm going to use my bronzing brush, and I'm going to use my powder brush for the center. So finally I'm going to use the e.l.f. Illuminating Mist Set. It's because my face is very matte and I feel like adding a little bit of some dewiness back to the look. I think after I have tried a lot of different setting sprays, I really have just come to dislike this sprayer. It sprays so intensely and with so much product. I just prefer a finer mist. This one is so intense. Okay, so while that is still drying, I'm going to go ahead and start on my eyebrows. So I'm going to start out with the Essence Eyebrow Gel. This one is in the color Brown. I'm not sure if it comes in different colors. This one is pretty dark, as you can see. So I always like to start at the arch because my arches are a little more sparse. So I'm only going to do like, I don't know, that much of my brow. I'm leaving a bigger part of my inner brow alone than I usually do because I want it to be a little more of a gradual fade. Normally I only do like the very inner part right in here with a lighter color, but today I want to do this whole entire part. So for my inner part, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Brow Artist Designer, and this one is in the color Blonde, and it's just your typical pencil, brow pencil. So I'm going to do the front and it does have a spoolie that you can use. So I think this makes the brows look a lot more natural. So to set my eyebrows, I'm going to use the Showtime Brow Styling Gel in the color light medium, and this is by New York Color. So I'm just going to add a bit of that. And as always, I go ahead and clean it up with the same concealer I used on the face, and I blend it down onto the eyelid. So to prepare for eyeshadows, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to add the tiniest bit of this. You only need the smallest amount because we already have the concealer. God damn, I can't talk. So I'm going to go ahead with my powder and set the eyelids. I normally don't do this, but I wanted to try it out today. So now I'm going to apply my bronzer from Essence right into the crease, and I'm just using a fluffy blending brush by MAC, and the same on the other eye. And then with a smaller blending brush by Morphe, I'm going in with my contour color by Wet n Wild, and this also goes in the crease, but this goes a bit lower and more concentrated. It's not as blown out as the previous color. And then I go ahead and blend that out. So now I take the e.l.f. baked eyeshadow that I used as a face highlighter, and I'm going to use that to highlight the brow bone. And I am using this color Wet on my eyelid, and I'm also going to apply this around my tear ducts. Then I'm going to just blend it a little bit. And now I'm going to use this matte black shadow by Wet n Wild. This is the Panther eyeshadow. So this is going in the outer corner with the small blending brush, and I'm going to place the color first and then I'm going to blend it out. So if it looks unblended right now, that's why. So then I go back in with my big blending brush and I just blend this out. So on my upper waterline, I'm going to use this Maybelline Master Drama Kohl eyeliner in the color Ultra Black. So I look down into a mirror and apply this on my top waterline. So for my lower waterline and my lower lash line, I'm going to use the Kajal pencil in Teddy by Essence. So it's a bronze eyeliner. So I simply lined my lower lash line and my waterline, and I don't remember where I saw this, but I saw some picture or some video where a girl was just wearing liner underneath her eyes and not, you know, a smoked out shadow, and I thought it looked so great. So that's what I'm doing today. So I'm not going to wear any liquid liner, so I'm going to move right on to mascara now. So the mascara I'm going to use today is the Natural Collection Lash Definition Mascara. So I'm going to start out with the top lashes, and this is not a waterproof mascara, so I am going to apply a waterproof top coat on top. So this is the mascara one coat compared to no mascara. So this mascara does not give a ton of volume, but it is really like clump free. If you want to be able to see every single lash, this is really great. It just doesn't clump whatsoever. And I also like that it's nice and dark, and it does I don't know, I like it for like a natural look. I think it looks really cute. So now I'm going to do my bald eye. So I am going to build it up and do a second coat. So that is 2 coats. I think it looks really nice. So to make my mascara waterproof, I'm going to use the W7 Keep 'Em Dry Waterproof Mascara Top Coat. And this step is of course optional, but I always need to wear waterproof mascara because it smudges on me. Regular mascara smudges on me, and even some waterproof mascaras smudge on me, and it's especially this eye, and I think it has something to do with how this eye is shaped. I almost never have smudging on this eye, but this one almost always smudges. And this eye is more round, and this one is a little smaller and a little more narrow, more almond shaped. So my most favorite waterproof top coat of all time is the Estee Lauder Little Black Primer. That one works for me every single time, and it has the added benefit that it's black, because when I go to apply this clear top coat on top of my black mascara, it does make my mascara more gray, which I don't like. And so far I have yet to come across a drugstore or affordable mascara top coat that isn't clear or white. So I'm going to use my trusty sultry lashes by Primark. So I'm using these lashes because they have a very thin lash band, and that's great because I'm not wearing any eyeliner on the upper lash line. And again, today I am using my W7 lash adhesive. And I'm using this one because it dries super quickly. I probably should actually go ahead and place these on now. So this is before and after fake lashes. It makes such a huge difference. So now I have my upper lashes on, and I'm going to do my bottom lash mascara. So I'm going to do this exactly like the top. I'm going to apply 2 coats and then the waterproof top coat. So my lip liner is Jordana's Easy Liner for Lips in the color Plush Plum. So right on top of my lip liner, I'm going to use the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Copenhagen. Okay, so before we are completely done with this look, I'm going to add a little body highlighter. So I'm going to try and make these collarbones pop, and then the same over here. Of course, I'm going to hit up the shoulders. That always looks really pretty. Oh, that looks beautiful. And then finally, I like to do a bit here in an inverted triangle on my chest. So yeah, here you have the finished look. I really like it. It feels great to slay my face with some drugstore makeup. Definitely don't underestimate the drugstore makeup, okay? So anyways, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Take care and bye bye.